Hey, what is up everybody? I am here to give you my WWE RAW review for September 29th, 2014. Figured I'd do the review standing tonight because I don't really feel like laying down because I've been sitting all day, pretty much, because I sat through a 3-hour RAW, pretty much, except I got up to get lemonade that one time, but you guys probably aren't interested in all that, and I gotta shut the Wi-Fi off because I will continue to search for Wi-Fi, you know. But anyhow, for the show itself, I wonder if I enjoyed the show because I was talking to one of my friends on the phone doing it, and I wonder if it up to my enjoyment of the show because it was something that I hadn't done in a while, because we used to talk on the phone all the time doing the shows and make jokes and stuff, and I got to hear him rage that the Patriots were losing, so that was pretty funny. And we were just kind of talking on the phone, and he gave his thoughts about the show, I gave my thoughts, so I thought maybe that's why I enjoyed the show a little bit more than everybody else is going to enjoy the show. For the actual show itself, though, I thought it was, the matches weren't the best, but I enjoyed the promo stuff for the show, though. So let's kick it off. It starts out with the Authority, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon come out, and Stephanie McMahon, since they were in Chicago, talked about quitters. She pretty much just talked about how we all quit because we're going to fail or we're afraid to talk to our bosses. Pretty much referencing what CM Punk, also known as Phil Brooks, did. So yeah, and then Triple H, they talk about Dean Ambrose stealing the Money in the Bank contract, and Triple H talks about how it's a symbol, how it's the symbol of the WWE, so they want it back. Then Paul Heyman comes out, and he says that Brock Lesnar feels disrespected because Seth Rollins interfered in in his match against John Cena. So he wants Seth, but then Seth Rollins comes out, and he says they think the Authority put Seth Rollins up to it, and Seth Rollins says it was all on his own. He was just trying to make himself a star, and he was just trying to make his career, and you should know that making your career. And Seth Rollins apologizes to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman accepts his apology, and Triple H talks to him like there's a problem. He goes, "Hey, Paul," and then afterwards he shakes Paul Heyman's hand and says, "Good talk," and then Paul Heyman goes off to the back. I thought Triple H was going to make a Hell in a Cell match between Brock Lesnar and John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, but that apparently is not going to happen, so don't get your hopes up then. And then we got Seth Rollins talked about how he wants his contract back. He thinks that Dean Ambrose should give him his contract, and he wants it to give him right now because you thought putting him through cinder blocks was bad. He's going to do much worse. And then Dean Ambrose comes up and says, "Hey, you want this briefcase? Come get it." Right. And then we got the first match. It was Dolph Ziggler defending the Intercontinental Championship against Cesaro and The Miz in a triple threat match, and The Miz had a stunt double out there, Damien Mizdow, with him. I thought this was a good match, and it had a purpose of happening, considering what happened to Cesaro on SmackDown after he got screwed out of his shot, and The Miz has a rematch clause, so I thought this match made sense. Kind of wish they had saved it for the pay-per-view, but yeah, I really don't know what they're going to do with the Hell in a Cell. Maybe I'll talk about that one day. But yeah, there were a lot of good spots in the match. Cesaro went to do the Cesaro swing and Dolph Ziggler, and then Miz big booted him, and then Cesaro ended up getting launched into. Then Cesaro ended up slingshotting Ziggler into the turnbuckle. Let me think what else happened that was good. I think, I forget who, I was on the phone, and there were a bunch of roll-ups happening between each superstar trying to get near falls, so that was good. Damien Mizdow trying to interfere, and Dolph Ziggler super kicked him. Dolph Ziggler put the Miz in the figure 4 leg lock. Cesaro hit an uppercut on Miz, and then I think Cesaro went for a sunset flip and on Miz, but then Dolph Ziggler interrupted it, and he ended up going into the Miz's balls, which was awesome. And then it ended with Cesaro hitting an uppercut when Miz tried to go up off the top. and then he took out Mizdow with the uppercut, and then Ziggler super kicks Cesaro, and then Ziggler covered Miz and retained the Intercontinental Championship. And Cesaro was up on the ramp pissed, and something that was funny is Damien Mizdow being a stunt double. Miz had a hurt knee, so he was holding his knee after the match, and Damien Mizdow was doing the exact same thing. I thought that was awesome. Not a whole fan of what they're doing with Damien Sandow, but I do think it's funny that Damien Mizdow does everything that the Miz does, being that he is a stunt double. I know that's what a stunt double does, but it's just pretty entertaining to see that. He'll talk on the microphone, and he'll talk silently. They came out with double Intercontinental Championships. I find that stuff entertaining. I just do. And then we got the Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury are backstage. Well, actually, I forgot to mention that before this match had happened, the Authority were backstage, and they send Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury to go find Dean Ambrose and get the Money in the Bank briefcase back. And Jamie Noble says, shouldn't you give us some sledgehammer so we can take him out? And Triple H says, I don't care how it gets done, I just want it done. So I thought that was good, and it was cool to see Jamie Noble again. I wasn't a fan of him, but it was kind of cool to see him again. I remember he used to always get squashed, but he was a decent cruiserweight. I've seen some of his matches, so I thought that was awesome stuff. And Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury are looking backstage for Dean Ambrose. They ask Adam Rose and his Rosebuds. They ask Big E, and they ask the Great Khali, and the Great Khali lies and says, "Who's Dean Ambrose?" So thought it was awesome stuff. And then the Wyatt family cut a promo backstage. The Wyatt family consists of Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. And this was kind of it was like more of a video package than anything. It focused more on Luke Harper than it did on Bray Wyatt, which I thought was good. They talk about how when Bray Wyatt found him, he was lost, he didn't have any mind, and now he has a purpose of living. When Luke Harper says he's going to crush everybody and break their bones. And then Bray Wyatt says, and now Luke Harper is free. And I think that's good stuff. So I wonder now if they're going to break Luke Harper on his own. So I don't know what's going on. They don't even know what they're doing with the Wyatt family lately, so it doesn't surprise me. But I thought this was actually pretty good stuff. I wonder if they're going to now break out Luke Harper on his own and do his own stuff. And I think that would be awesome. I would like to see Luke Harper Bray Wyatt feud. Gives Bray Wyatt, I guess, something to do. And yeah, I don't know what goes on with Eric Rowan though, because if the Wyatt family splits up, I think he's going to be a jobber, because Eric Rowan just sucks anyway. So, and then we got to this match. I would say this was probably one of the worst match on the show. It was Rosa Mendez with Natalya and Tyson Kidd versus Layla with Summer Rae ringside. I don't even know what to say about this. Obviously, they're doing the feud with Summer Rae and Natalya from Soto Divas. So that is incorporated. But then they did this with Tyson Kidd, where he had gotten her a birthday gift, and it was I guess he had forgotten that it was a birthday, and he got her a treadmill. And he's like, oh, we can both work out together. So then Natalia's throwing off mad, and Tyson Kidd's just kind of being a cocky ass saying, bye, Natty. So Tyson Kidd's not paying attention to this match. He has his awesome headphones on him, and I think he was playing a game on his phone. He even went on the steel steps and turned his back on the match. So Natalya was pissed at him. Layla wins with a neck breaker, though. Match was, I really didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't care. I don't like this feud. But afterwards, Natalya's pissed at Tyson Kidd for not paying attention to the match. That's none of his business. I don't even know why that Tyson Kidd's even out there in the first place, because he can't even do anything because they're all girls, and he'll get arrested for domestic violence. So you should think about that, WWE. And then Dean Ambrose is backstage, I guess. And I forgot to mention that I keep forgetting to mention the Authority segments, because I just do. Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury talk about how they can't find him. They search all over the arena. They search the concession stands, backstage, everywhere. And then Stephanie McMahon tells Jamie Noble, "What is that on your face?" And it ended up being mustard. And he's like, "You just stopped for a snack." And he's like, "No, I was looking really hard." And I thought that was awesome. But Dean Ambrose comes out, and I think he said to the briefcase, "Who needs this stuff anyways?" or something. I was talking to my friend on the phone, so I couldn't really hear it. And then Dean Ambrose comes out, and he has a bag with him, like it's like his luggage, and he has the Money in the Bank contract, and he brings in a table, and he talks about how he was up at the concession stand, and some people, if you were looking for me, for the people that were eating a hot dog with mustard on it, I was up at the concession stand, and he talks about how everything's all overpriced, so he had t-shirts. So I knew exactly where this was going, and I was like, I wish I was at this Raw. I really did. I really wished that I was at this Raw, because I just do. It would have been amazing. But then what ends up happening here is Dean Ambrose like, I'm gonna give away all this stuff, but it's usually for $19.99. But I'm instead gonna give it away for. I'm a cheapskate, so I'm gonna give it away for $1. And then Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble come out, and they're gonna come fight him, and he's like, and they're pointing at the case. He's like, "Oh, you want me to throw the case? Well, this is a priceless item. I don't think I can throw it in the I don't think I can throw it in the crowd." And then they're like, two cruiserweights really gonna come fight me. So then they step down, and then Dean Ambrose just throws the shirts into the crowd, which was awesome. And then Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury come back out with security guards and Seth Rollins. And then he's like, "What, you security guards are gonna come stop me? I bet last week you guys were rosebuds." And I thought that was awesome. And then Dean Ambrose was like, "Hey, you want your Money in the Bank briefcase? Take it. I'm sorry what I did." He goes up into the crowd, and at first I thought what was going to happen was right when Seth Rollins was about to grab it, Ambrose was going to come in the ring and attack him. But instead what happened is Seth Rollins comes back in the ring, and he opens the case, and he gets sprayed with like Nickelodeon slime. It's the slime you would see them use on Nickelodeon. And Dean Ambrose is like, "My bad, Seth." And he's laughing, and Seth Rollins is pissed, and he blames Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury afterwards. I thought this was awesome. And then the Authority are backstage again. This time Corporate Kane and Randy Orton are back there. And Seth Rollins is just pissed that this happened to him. He said, "This could have gotten in my eyes. I could have gotten injured." So Triple H sends him to the trainer's room. And then Stephanie McMahon and Triple H make a match between John Cena and Dean Ambrose versus Corporate Kane and Randy Orton. And they're like, "Why do we have to fight Seth Rollins' battles again? You're sending us..." I don't know what that was. And then they're like, "Well, you guys lost last week to them, so we figured you'd want some payback." And I was thinking, wasn't it Seth Rollins' fault they lost? Because Seth Rollins interfered in Corporate Kane's match, and he interfered in Randy Orton's match. So you see what I'm saying here? And then doing this, we heard some sort of vibration, and we thought it was I actually heard it too, and I thought my TV was fucking up, but it actually ended up happening. And they think it's their phones, but it's not. It ended up being inside Seth Rollins' case, and I thought like a bomb was gonna go off, like Dean Ambrose planning a bomb there. But then Seth Rollins walked in and says, "It's just my razor." So I thought that was awesome, funny. Then we got Mark Henry versus Bo Dallas, and Mark Henry again apologizes, saying he let America down. Then Bo Dallas comes out and says, "You should be a believer." Talked about believe, and said you should be in the Hall of Believers. And he also says, when you are in the Hall of Believers, you don't have to apologize. And then they have the match. Mark Henry pretty much gets in all the offense, and then he misses the splash off like the ropes that he usually does, and then hits the Bulldog for the win. And then afterwards, Bo Dallas, he didn't do a in the corner, and then usually like there was a motivational speech afterwards. He got interviewed afterwards, and then he's like, "I just believed." Just pretty much says that he believed, and then Mark Henry attacks him from behind, throws him around into some crap, and then he takes a crate and rolls it into him twice. So this is going to be a feud now. It seems like anyone that loses to Rusev now feuds with Bo Dallas. Jack Swagger did that, and now Mark Henry's doing that. I hopefully Bo Dallas comes out on top in this feud. We'll see. And then Stardust was backstage, and he talks about how they have the Cosmic Key now, and he has like a ball down backstage or something. And Goldust says we don't need any of this stuff because it's just science fiction. This is science fact. And then afterwards they do some weird stuff, and I thought it was good stuff. I think they're okay. I like them as tag team champions. I like them as heels. I think they should be more darker, but it is what it is. I kind of mad that they didn't really build up the Golden Stardust and the Usos feud this week, but I wonder if they're going to save it for next week. And then Brie Bella fought Naomi and Eva Marie because Nikki Bella wanted to get payback on her for making a handicap match, and she had the opportunity to pick her opponents. And why would you pick two divas that suck? Really, you pick two divas that suck. I would have picked Layla and Summer Rae, or Paige and Layla, or Paige and Summer Rae, or Paige and Natalya, since they're like two of the best diva wrestlers on the roster. But no, you pick like two of the worst, and you could have done Naomi and Natalya, and you could have done anybody but these two. That's what I'm saying. These two divas fucking blow. I thought Cameron wanted to go back down to NXT. Apparently that's not going to happen. That really would be a good idea. It would really help her improve, and I think even Marie should go back down to NXT. At least JoJo went back down to NXT. She at least, I guess, gets it. She doesn't want to be a wrestler. She's an interviewer, though. I don't really like Summer Rae I don't really like Cameron and Eva Marie. They suck. I knew Brie Bella was gonna win. She beats one of them off a roll-up, but I paid so much attention to the match I didn't really care. And I really hate Brie Bella's theme song, so it made me care even less. I really don't know what's going on with the Divas division. I know what's going on, but I don't really know what's going on. And then we got this. This was awful. Los Matadores with El Torito versus Slater and Gator, which is Los Matadores is Diego and Fernando. Slater and Gator is Heath Slater and Titus O'Neil, and they have the Alligator, who's played by Hornswoggle. If I ever go see that Leprechaun movie that Hornswoggle's in, I'm certainly not going to take him seriously as like a killer, because I see him do all this crazy shit. And Adam Rose was on commentary, but Elvis Rosebuds and then the Bunny were out there as well. This was dreadful. This was dumb. I think WWE is obsessed with animals now. They have the bunny, they have the bull, and now they have an alligator. It's dumb. This is all dumb. And it looks like, I don't know. Heath Slater beats one of them. He trips him off the ropes because the gator got involved, and yeah. So wait a minute, if Hornswoggle's the gator, what's Titus O'Neil in the tag team then? But then afterwards they attack the other guy, and then the gator eats the bull. I don't even know if gators even eat bulls in real life. Maybe they do. Well, I guess they do, because I think bulls are herbivores. That's not important. And then afterwards, Adam Rose comes in and attacks. Well, and Los Matadores hits the double finisher on Heath Slater, and then the bunny hits the bunny splash. It was all very bad. It wasn't entertaining. It was fucking dumb. I used to like Adam Rose. Now he's just kind of I don't know. I still like him, sort of. He's wrestling. He's a good wrestler, but I'm not a huge fan of him now. And then John Cena got interviewed, and he says he's going to go at him and Dean Ambrose will work together. And then afterwards, he's going to go after Seth Rollins. And then Dean Ambrose comes up and says that he wants to go after Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is mine. And then they're still fighting who wants to go after Seth Rollins. So, yeah. And then we got Alicia Fox and Alicia Fox versus AJ Lee. Paige was out there with Alicia Fox as her new BFF now. This match actually was alright. AJ Lee dives on both Paige and Alicia Fox. Then afterwards, Paige distracts Alicia Fox, and Alicia Fox hits the scissor kicks, which he screws up and gets the win. And then afterwards, Paige and Alicia Fox attack her. Alicia Fox hits the big boot, and Paige hits the rampage on her. So now they're not friends anymore, and Alicia Fox is a new friend, which I'm fine with. I think that's actually pretty good stuff. And now they're going to be like the crazy team, which is awesome. I want to see a triple threat match. I want to see some sort of Divas match. I think they're going to include the Bellas in this somehow. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with the Bella Twins feud anymore. I'm sort of over it. I still sort of like it, but I still sort of don't like it. So it's all confusing to me. I think we got the main event next. No. We got Sheamus versus Damian Mizdow with the Miz on commentary, which was made by Triple H backstage, and Sheamus beats him with a bull kick. Nothing else really worth mentioning. And then Hulk Hogan cuts a promo. They're doing the breast cancer stuff again, which I'm happy about. It's good that they're doing that, trying to cure, well, at least try to help get money to cure breast cancer. So I'm happy about that. Hopefully they can cure it. I really hope they can. And then who comes up that? So Hulk Hogan pretty much plugged that, and I thought it was good stuff. Hulk Hogan's good plugging in, and now everyone's wearing pink. JBL and Michael Cole on commentary, by the way. No, JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary, and Jerry the King Lawler was wearing a breast cancer shirt, and so was Cena. Everyone was wearing that little pink thing they were having in there, and then Rusev, and I forgot to cover the Rusev stuff. They came out. I know this review kind of sucks because the show wasn't that good. So, and but Rusev and Lana came out and talked about how the Big Show cowardly attacked him on SmackDown, but then Big Show came out and told him what really happened, and he says that you're talking about a lot of flaws, like how Rush is great, and then Rusev says he's gonna break Big Show's bones and stuff, and then he starts talking in Russian, and Big Show comes out, says you stop talking in Russian, and he wants to fight him, but Rusev doesn't go fight him, and an awesome spot with Big Show then pull down the Russian flag that they usually have up there, and it hits the ground. And then Randy Orton and Corporate Kane are backstage, and they're pissed that they have to fight Seth Rollins battles, and Stephanie McMahon's like, you should be pissed, you should be happy you're getting revenge. The Authority, if somebody attacks the Authority, they attack all of us. We're a family. And then she also says they are saying that you guys are becoming soft. And Kane's like, are they saying that or are you saying that? And then that was it. And then we got Cena and Ambrose versus Corporate Kane and Orton. Orton and Kane pretty much kick Cena's ass throughout the entire match, and then Ambrose gets the big hot tag and hits Dirty Deeds on Randy Orton. And when he tries to go for the cover, Seth Rollins comes in and breaks it up, and then Ambrose attacks him. And then Kane stops him, and then he fights off Kane, and he does a suicide dive on Kane, which he botches, and then he chases Rollins, and Cena cuts him off, and then Ambrose starts attacking Rollins, and then Cena goes after Rollins, and they're both fighting who can go after Rollins, and Ambrose throws him outside the ring, and Ambrose grabs his briefcase, and I think he was going to hit Rollins with it, but then Orton hits an RKO on him. Corporate Kane hits a choke slam on Cena. Seth Rollins hits a blackout slam on Ambrose on the case, and then they all do the same thing to Cena to end the show, which was good. I thought this was fine. And this show, I don't even know what to say about this show. I say average, maybe. The only reason I think I got some enjoyment out of it was because I was on the phone with my phone, but now that I'm reviewing it, I dread it. I really didn't want to review it afterwards, so I started doing it fast, if you can tell. I know this review sucked, but the show wasn't good, so I don't even know if it was average. I'd say below average. I would say it kind of wasn't, it just wasn't good this week. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It just isn't good. I don't even think, I probably should have, I don't know, it wasn't even worth watching. The only stuff that, I did think the Dean Ambrose stuff was good, what he did with his case. That was awesome. That was hilarious. That was entertaining. I wish I was at this RAW just so I could go to gotten that free merchandise. But the IC title match was good. The opening segment was good. But it seemed like everything else wasn't really that good. The only good match was the opener, which isn't good. The tag team match was just kind of ew. So I wasn't really a huge fan of the show. They could have done better. But that's pretty much it, guys. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Subscribe to Owen Talkinator, CM Brothers, CM Live Reactions, all my Facebooks, Snapchats. Do everything down below, and that's pretty much it, guys. Peace out.